The real stress of selling a house is not the selling of the house, it's losing control of the process. And I'm here to let you know, when you are selling your house to a traditional buyer, this is a buyer that's usually represented by a licensed realtor and a traditional buyer who is using a bank or some other type of funding source to complete the purchase of your home. When you're relying on that type of buyer, you are handing control of the entire process over to them. I'm not saying anything bad about these buyers. I'm not saying anything bad about licensed realtors by any means. I'm just letting you know, to get this traditional buyer to the closing table, there are many hoops that need to get jumped through by them because they're using a bank, and the bank is going to require appraisals. The bank is going to require formal inspections. And if anything comes up on the appraisal, on the inspection, it could completely kill your deal, and now you wasted all this time. So you are losing control of the process when you are working with a traditional buyer. Now, a big thing that comes up when working with a traditional buyer is their lender requires sometimes certain repairs to be made before they're willing to put up the loan and close the deal with you. And who's going to do the repairs? If you don't have the money to do the repairs, and if the buyer's not willing to come out of pocket and do repairs to a property that they don't yet own, you can find yourself in a tough situation. And this is why working with traditional buyers, it does hand the control really over to the lenders and all these moving parts that need to happen for this buyer to close. Here at Sell House Columbus, we built our entire process all about handing control back to you, the seller. We buy houses in Columbus, Ohio. We buy houses all over the great state of Ohio, and we buy houses for cash in their as-is condition. Now, what that means is we're not relying on a bank. We're not relying on an appraisal. We're not going to hit you with a list of repairs that you need to complete before we're willing to close. We're buying in its true as-is condition, and we're not relying on a bank. We're not relying on inspections or appraisals, so all the control goes back to you, the seller. So not only are you going to know exactly what you're going to net on closing day, because there's no hidden fees or no hidden costs by any means, but also the timeline. And this is extremely important, and this is often overlooked. The timeline is in your control. Sometimes people need to close fast, and that's perfectly acceptable, and we can accommodate that need. If you need to close fast because you're on some type of deadline, that's great. Since we're a cash buyer, we can close quickly. Other people need more of a flexible close. Maybe they're buying a new property. They need to wait until a tenant moves out. Maybe they need to wait for something to happen, so they need flexibility of the closing date. We can provide that as well. And that is how all the control of this process, the control of you selling your home, goes right back to you when you're working with Sell House Columbus, because we're a real cash buyer that's going to buy your property in its as-is condition. Working with a real as-is buyer like Sell House Columbus is really key, because think about it. When you're working with a traditional buyer, if they want you to do work to the property before they'll close, now you're working with contractors. You're just trying to sell the property. You don't want to become this project manager. And what happens if the contractor doesn't do a good job? What happens if the contractor puts a lien against your property and now your buyer's loan won't go through? It's a big mess. Work with an as-is buyer. What as-is means is you don't need to haul anything away. You don't even need to clean the property. We're going to buy the property as it sits, and the conversation typically goes like this. You, the seller, you can take anything that you want out of the property. Any family heirlooms, any collectibles, anything that you want, any personal property, appliances, whatever the case may be. Anything that you don't want, just leave. We will take it as is, and anything that's trash, we'll bring a dumpster over there the very first day that we own the house. We're going to trash it out. Anything where there's value, we're going to donate it. We'll work with either Habitat for Humanity or a local church, and we're going to make somebody else's life better. We're going to give it to a good cause, so you can feel good about selling this property as is. There's no stress. There's no contractors. There's no formal inspections. We're not going to judge your property. When you call us at 614-300-5151, it's a very simple conversation. We're not here to sell you. There's no sales tactics or gimmicks. We just need to learn about the house, learn about your situation, and most of all, learn about your timeline. we're going to make you a fair offer right over the phone. If the fair offer works for you, great, we'll move forward. It's going to be clear communication the entire time. I can't wait to work with you. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay too. We'll shake hands, we'll part as friends. There's no obligations, there's no pressure. This is what you got to be aware of when you're working with what I call the gypsy house buyer companies that are here today, gone tomorrow. They're going to create this fake urgency. They're going to pretend if you don't sign with them today, the offer is going to go away. Do not work with anyone like that. We're going to make this extremely comfortable, as it should be. This closing of the property, you selling your property, should not create more stress to an already stressful world that we live in. This should provide clarity, this should provide control, and this should provide ease so you can sell the property easily, conveniently, and it's going to give you the relief that you're looking for. It's very easy. So if you're looking to sell your house fast in Columbus, Ohio, or anywhere in the great state of Ohio, we buy houses in Columbus, Ohio. We buy houses in Ohio, and we would love the opportunity to talk to you. Pick up the phone, give us a call at 614-300-5151, or you can visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. Fill out a little form. We'll pick up the phone, give you a call, have a very simple conversation with you. There's never going to be any pressure. It's going to be very clear, very open communication. We'll learn about the house, learn about your situation, and learn about your timeline. We're going to make you an offer right there on the spot. We will make it very easy for you, very transparent. You're going to know exactly how we're coming up with our numbers, and you can make the decision from there. Either way, even if we can't help you out, we can point you in a different direction that may help you out. There is no pressure or obligation whatsoever. So pick up the phone, give us a call, 614-300-5151. My name is Dave Payerchin, and I look forward to working with you.